class, welcome to Restoration History 101. This is going to be a compressed format class where you do everything you need to know about the Restoration history in 10 minutes. But before we do that, Jane has agreed to read to us from John 17. Take it away.
Thank you. This is from John 17, verses 20 through 23. I ask not only on behalf of these, but also on behalf of those who will believe in me through their word, that they may all be one. As you, Father, are in me, and I am in you, may they also be in us, so that the world may believe that you have sent me. The glory that you have given me, I have given them, so that they may be one, as we are one. I in them, and you in me, that they may become completely one, so that the world may know that you have sent me and loved them, even as you have loved me. Thank you. May I be excused?
Yeah, just come right back.
Thank you.
So before we get started, does anybody have any baseline knowledge about the Restoration movement? Yes, right there?
I know it's also called the Stone Campbell movement. Is that because it was founded by Alexander Campbell and Barton Stone?
It was founded by Alexander Campbell and Barton Stone, but that's not a complete picture. There are actually 4 founders of the Restoration movement. Lloyd Knowles called them the Big Four. So there was Alexander Campbell, right? But there was also his father, Thomas Campbell, who had a big part in shaping his ideologies. And then Barton Stone, like you already said, and Walter Scott. If I ever make anything materialize in thin air like this, that means it will be on the test.
Moving on. Wait! Did we move?
Wait, that's not important. Who are these people?
Asking the real questions, Luke. All right. Thomas Campbell, right, wrote the Declaration and Address, one of the founding documents of the movement. Barton W. Stone, he started the Cane Ridge Revival in 1801. Tens of thousands of people came to this thing. A really great event. Will be on the test. All right. Alexander Campbell wrote the Millennial Harbinger. Again, another founding document to the Restoration movement. And Walter Scott, other than being Scottish, founded the 5-finger method of explaining salvation. Now can we move on? All right.
All right, does anybody have any questions at this point?
Alright, so what is this movement even?
I forgot to say that. Very good question, Luke. Right? So the Restoration movement, founded by Campbell and Scott, is a movement set to bring the church back to its primitive state. In these documents, the primitive church is referring to how it was in the book of Acts, right after Christ's ascension. Acts 2 is really a good window into everything the Restoration movement hopes to achieve with this new kind of way of doing church. In Acts 2:42, it says, they devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching, to the fellowship, to the breaking of bread, and to prayer. And that's a nice list of things that the church is supposed to do and be for one another. And while at this time, in the 19th century, it's a very new movement, right? It's really trying to get things back to their old state. It's all based on essentials, which are the core beliefs of the Bible, and unity. This is perfectly summed up in the 4 slogans, which I'll get to in just a bit. All right, so I've been talking for a very long time, so we're going to take a quick break.